Hello and welcome back to another episode on the BerryCraft server. We are here again, joined by BlooJooce, who's
Hey.
our neighborhood squatter, living in a cave behind us, eating our trash. And we are continuing our work on the iron farm, the giant iron farm that is back there. It's huge. We've done a lot of work off camera with lava and collection systems that still needs to be sorted out. But today we're going to get on with moving a lot of villagers. We have a ton that we've been breeding up and growing up in the nether, and we need about 90 of them for this farm. So it's going to be a lot of work. We're definitely not going to get it all done on camera today, but we thought we'd show a little bit of what we're doing here with some powered rails. I got a little trick up my sleeve with an activator rail to send the minecart back, but haven't even told Blue that one yet. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out. So we're here. We're going to get cracking on with this and move some villagers.
And that should work fine, actually.
Yep.
I did not know that's how that worked. How did you... What?
How did you what?
I don't know how you figured... How you did that.
How I did what?
Why powering this makes it connect here instead of going there?
So what happens is you can use redstone as a rail switch. So if you put a lever there, you can flip the lever to turn the rail in two different directions.
Oh.
So rail corners can be switched just like a regular train track by powering and unpowering from redstone. Okay. And this cart moving this way with the trail, it will continue along that path. But this one coming this way will only go that way.
It'll just run straight over.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, it does like a little wiggle. Because you're good at that.
I get
Oh, he linked to a bed. I got one link to a bed.
Oh, nice. So maybe that other guy already has his favorite bed.
I don't know which one it is, though. The first one, well, which one did you just send?
I sent the farmer.
I only have one bed. You just sent the farmer?
I sent the fisherman.
The one with the hat or without the hat?
The one with the hat is a fisherman.
He is the one that didn't link. Oh, he just linked. I got two linked.
Nice, nice. Should we send another one, or do we need to wait for night?
I mean, we don't technically have to.
Day, don't they?
They will link, but I need them in bed, so we could.
Oh yeah.
We could potentially send them and get them linked. Oh, he went way over there. What are you doing way over there? Get back over here. Hello. Welcome to your inevitable entrapment. Oh, they're starting to go to bed. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hit the record button.
Go to bed.
Sweet. Should I start sending more or no?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna send.
I just put down 2 more beds.
Stupid, I'm sorry. No, why? What?
So as you saw from all the fun we're having with our iron farm, it is definitely a work in progress that's going to take some time and not going to get finished in this episode. So I wanted to just show off a little piece that I've been using here, and this is a mechanic that came out a little while ago, using some dispensers with shears to auto shear some sheep. So I know there's a bunch of farms out there, and this is my little version of it, I guess you can say. I usually set it up as a small single if I'm in an area for a little while, because with it loaded in the background, it really doesn't... Stop. Let me go. It really doesn't take up much space. And it works. It gets you some wool, and I've already cleared most of this chest out, and I'm loading this area, but you can kind of just get one sheep in there, you know, throw some shears in the dispenser. That's a button to shear it. So throw some shears in the dispenser and just kind of wander around, and you'll get whatever color wool it is that you need. But if you need more than that, like we are making a ton of beds for the iron farm, and we needed a ton of wool. So I built up this little machine right here. And what this little machine is, like I said, is it's an auto shearing. We're going to see it happen right there. Look at that. He eats, the observer reads it, and shears him. And then the hopper minecart just kind of goes around and collects. So we've been collecting a ton of colors here. We've already gone through a bunch of red, a bunch of blue. So I have light blue and black and gray, and I'm just kind of collecting the other colors right now for future projects. But I kind of left it on during an AFK session and ended up with a ton of purple, which I know the enchanters are going to need, so we'll work out some kind of deal with them. And of course, as you can see, light gray is my next color. So just to finish off this episode, I wanted to kind of do a little mini tutorial on this, because this is an infinitely expandable, very cheap, other than the quartz you need from the nether for the observers. It's a very cheap system to do, and it works really, really well, especially if you're in the area loading it a lot. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to go over here for now, just so when I log back on, I'm in a safe area. And we're going to go into a testing world, a little tutorial world, and I will show you how to set this up block by block. So here we are in my little testing world and design world and stuff like that. And there's not much in here yet. And, you know, my son has a little build over there. He likes to join me when I'm playing with his little tower to point him back to where I am. But this is the sorting system I'm using in BerryCraft right now, which is pretty basic, and we'll go through that at another time. You know, some other design ideas and stuff like that. But focusing on this sheep farm, I need to get a spawn egg for sheep just to make it easier, and we can get some dyes. We can just get some black, red, orange, yellow, green, lime green. That's good for dyes right now, so we'll just kind of put those into here for now, because we don't need them until we get built. So this is what you'll need to build the farm. You just need some blocks of choice, redstone dust. This is per slice. You won't need a full stack of grass or glass or trapdoors, but you'll need the blocks of choice, the redstone, a dispenser, an observer, and then you'll need grass for them to eat, and then some glass and a trapdoor. And the trapdoor is used for changing colors. So what I do is I load up all my sheep in the same color and build it there. So what we want to do is we want to pick the piece of grass that they're going to be eating. So I'm just going to bring it up a little bit because we're going to have a minecart track underneath here. And we're just going to pop an observer right into it, just like that. So off the back of the observer, we're just going to put a single solid block with a piece of redstone dust on it. And then off the front of that redstone dust, let's see if I can get it. Ooh, too high. Right there. We're just going to put our dispenser, and in our dispenser, ooh, I didn't grab shears. How do I not have a pair of shears? So let's grab some shears. We'll grab a couple of those. So you could load this thing all the way up with shears, and that way you don't have to restock it. But if you're low on iron, you could just kind of put one in there for now and work with it. So then we're going to put some glass. I don't know why I'm jumping. I am in creative. I could just fly. So we could put some glass around it and kind of build this up too high here, including on top of the dispenser. And then I like to put a trapdoor up here. And the reason, like I said, I put the trapdoor up here is afterwards I can get in, recolor the sheep, and work on it. And really that is the entire single farm done. Now, if you only were going to do one, you could do one of two things. You could put the minecart hopper here and load this block into the minecart hopper, or you could put the minecart hopper right below it. We're going to do a track system for this because we're going to do multiple. And after this, all you need to do is spawn your sheep in, or get your sheep in using a little ladder system. No, not there. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Got a black sheep. And we got our shears in there, and sometimes if you put a button on here, it's good to kickstart it again if for some reason it gets unloaded. The sheep, you run out of shears and you have to reload it. So now every time the sheep eats, there you go. He gets sheared immediately. Look at that. And it'll take some time for the grass to grow. So I also like to put more grass around the area here too, just so that that grass can grow. It'll spread to that block a little better. But it also depends on how you're building this. So when I build this in multiples, I like to utilize the same glass. So we're just going to build up a little row of this right here. And we'll come out here and we'll build up another row here. And each pod, all you have to do is alternate. So that sheep is there. So if you want the next sheep, you could put him here. And then we can go over here and put the next sheep here. So you can alternate every other block here. Do the same on both sides. Not that way. 2. And then just build up the glass, not grass. It sounds the same, but opposites as well. Just as long as you build it too high. And it's a very, very quick system to build up, and it's very simple. So there we have it there, and we can just, I like to alternate my trapdoors so that all of the ones on this side are in the correct direction. Let me just grab that. Right there, right there, right there, and then here, and here, and here. And get rid of this glass here. You want to get your sheep in here before you put your trapdoors on. It makes it much, much easier. So let's put some sheep in these pens here. Just like that. Close all these up. And then we could just put our, let me grab our blocks of choice again here. On the back of each one of these, they're already eating. They were hungry little sheep. Probably should have put my dispensers in before putting the sheep in. Maybe I can do that without too much issue here. We shall see. I don't have my dispensers on me anymore. Right there. See? He's not going to get sheared because we're not set for that yet. So if it looks like it placed right. Hey, it worked. Well, it's good to know that you could do it this way. So let's get all of these in here. Get all of our shears done. And then we'll put in our little system here. So shears, shears, shears. Like I said, the buttons are optional. You don't have to put buttons on them. It will make it easier when you do recolor them, so you don't have to have a pair of shears on you. But when you want to recolor them, you just, let's keep the button, and we can do that. So when you want to recolor them, you just come up the top here, and you can only recolor them when they're grown. So you want to make sure, what I usually do is I take the redstone off the back and I come back and replace it afterwards. Oh, I never put a sheep in there. Or I did and he got out. Maybe that's him there. Maybe that's the sheep from before. So see, as I recolor these guys, until they eat the grass, oh, there we go, eat grass, get sheared. So that's the simple part of the system. We can now put in the storage part of this. Let me just clear my inventory. Not clean. It is cleaning my inventory, but clearing my inventory there. If I go in here, this is what we need, as well as a chest. So we're just going to pop down a chest somewhere in here. Oops, that's a big. Let's call it there. And I like to put 4 hoppers into it, just so that we make sure we drop everything off. So let's pop our hopper in here, 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 and here. And we're going to put regular rails on top of these. Excuse me. Thank you. We want to make sure we go around all the pods here. And then we could put a redstone torch to power the rest of the powered rails here. You could use blocks, redstone blocks. You can use a lever to power it. You could really use whatever you want. Then we do rail. Nope. There we have it. We put our minecart with hopper on it. You can leave off a corner, that way you can give it a push. And that should go around and collect all of it and put it in the chest. That is the entirety of the system. You can add some more grass in here in these other locations. That will help spread the other grass a little bit faster. You definitely want to put light in here so that the grass will grow as well. And you definitely want a way to get up there again. And you can put the grass directly underneath the glass, just like that. Just get some torches here. My fingers are not working today. And we can just light this up quick. No mobs will spawn here. And there you have it. That is a very simple sheep farm. This guy should eat. But you can shear him ahead of time if you want. Let's just get some shears. I like to shear them myself after changing. Don't break the trapdoor like that. That would be what happens when you click the wrong button. There we go. So now they're all sheared, they're all going, and they will all eat. It is not the fastest farm, but when in the background, if you need a lot of wool, it will do the trick. And look at that. That's what we got so far from just the few minutes of being here and shearing these sheep. So with this little tutorial, I think that's where I'm going to end this episode of BerryCraft. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please take the time to go and look in my description and see the videos, the links to the descriptions of other BerryCraft members. We have a BerryCraft Discord, we have a BerryCraft Twitter, and we have a BerryCraft Instagram page. So your support is always appreciated. So have a very amazing day.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!